Event Center on the campus of UC Irvine. The Cal Poly Mustangs have just defeated the Anteaters 80-71, and we're pleased to have Joe Callero back after this one. And you're now 7-4 in the Big West, Joe. And in this basketball game tonight, not only were you able to handle the backcourt pressure for UC Irvine, you were able to score against it. What was the difference in handling the pressure tonight?
Well, we brought more guys back to help break the press. Actually, we weren't really trying to score against it per se. We actually had a press break that was actually just all controlled press break, where we brought 3 or 4 guys in the backcourt, just outnumbered them, and then kept the guy in the middle of the court and advanced the ball under control. But what happened in the later part of the game is that we had a 4, 5, 6 point lead. They just continued to pressure, and our gimmick for the week in practice was eyes on the prize. You got to keep looking, the prize being the hoop. You got to keep looking to score. You got to keep having your eyes look up court. Now, we weren't necessarily trying to fast break on them every time. Since they had so much pressure in the backcourt, we wanted to keep advancing the ball, but we ended up having some 2-on-1s and getting those finishes. And Chris O'Brien got a dunk there.
That's right. And overall, the pressure, the way you handled it, because the last time, Irvine, it seemed like there were 6 or 7 guys in the floor that was kicking, deflecting, knocking passes down all over the place. Completely different tonight.
Well, we were really concerned and worked hard on making a shorter pass. The angle pass that was only a 12 to 15 foot pass. And then we changed a little things in our press break where we have Donahue back and he's constantly there as kind of the read to throw back to. He makes good decisions and then the guards are able to take off. So we had 13 assists and only 7 turnovers tonight, and that's got to be Cal Poly basketball. I mean, that's a team that's full court pressing, trapping, changing defenses all game long. And as we saw 3 weeks ago, we couldn't handle that. Yeah, we got kind of rise by or ugly all game long. I thought the most important part of the night, though, was when we were down 4, 5, or 6 points in the second half. I don't know, maybe 8, 10, 12 minutes to go. And we sustained it, we equalized them, and then we pulled ahead. I think that was one of the best character grinding out wins, a conference win to give us 7 conference victories. We reached one of our goals for the year, which is to get 4 road victories, 4 conference road wins, and we've done that. And now we have a chance to exceed a goal later on when we go back to the road. But it's nice now, quick turnaround, 48 hours later, we're driving back up there late tonight, getting in there about 2 o'clock in the morning, as you know, and then guys got to try to drag up, a couple got classes, and then we get together tomorrow at 2 o'clock and watch film, get ready for another game, and it just goes on and on.
You see Riverside on Saturday, Modja. Make your plans to be there. 7 o'clock will be the start time in that one. You mentioned Will Donahue a couple of times in there, Joe. He was Captain Blast tonight.
Yeah, he sure was.
17 rebounds for the young man.
Now, I think that's a career high. If it's not, it should be. 17 boards out of him and 13 points, 7 rebounds, and 9 of 10 from the free throw line. From somebody who struggled a little bit early on the year, he put a little extra time and focus in on it. And like I said, we don't over-evaluate it. So the guys get their shots, still have a little struggle from the line, but overall we go 18 for 26 from the free throw line. It's nearly 70%. So, we made free throws down the stretch. We took care of the ball down the stretch. We were aggressive down the stretch. And then we defended. Down the last 5, 6, 7 minutes there, we made them chew some clock up. And I think from start to finish, we were really close to being an A game for us. Because that's a team that's they're down one guy. They're down a very, very good player in Eric Wise, who was out with the hamstring pull. And so they didn't have that really inside presence that they could go to a lot. So we were able to kind of tighten up and just defend the perimeter and find a way to win this one.
I'm curious, Joe, going back to the first half, when David Hansen picked up his second foul 5 minutes into the ballgame, and you took him out, it was 15:02. When you took him out, were you thinking he's done for the half, or were you going to watch that thing to see how it developed?
Yeah, it's totally a feel. You have to look at the situation, and as long as it was a 2, 3, 4, 5 point game, we were probably going to ice him out so we have him down the stretch, give him some rest, and go there. Now, if we had gotten down by 6 or 7 or 8 points in the first half, and we needed perimeter shots, I wouldn't sit him on the bench just because it's a half. I think sometimes, especially when you're on the road, you got to look at your guys and say, okay, we might need a guy. We got to bring him back in here. You roll the dice and play a little bit more aggressive. And his fouls were actually fouls that were kind of oddball fouls. He got pushed into a guy underneath the hoop, and they called it on him, and then it was off a drive. It just things that he was a little out of position and kind of got bumped around. So I thought he held his composure to come back in the second half and give us 14 points and 5 rebounds. Basically, I think those were the second half. Some big threes. He goes 3 for 5 from the 3-point line. And the key thing for David is that he had 3 assists and 0 turnovers. And that's playing in a game that people are trapping. And that was our emphasis all week long. And I think that was, the guys just keep on. They're just doing such a great job of learning and getting better each week. I mean, our progress on a weekly and daily basis is what the key to life, key to basketball is. You know, hey, bottom line, just get better. Get better. You know, don't look behind you. Don't listen to too many other people except your coaches and your teammates. You know, a lot of other people think they know what they're talking about. We appreciate all the coaching help that we get, but you know, those guys got to keep on getting better and better and better, and that's what we're doing. And it's been fun to come back to Mott Gym Saturday night, doubleheader with the women at 4 o'clock and us at 7 o'clock, and a game Riverside that gives us a chance to you know, really solidify ourselves into a second spot. If we can get one more game here, then you know, it's just a grind. But we're gonna enjoy this one on a nice long bus ride.
Well done, Joe. Appreciate it. Thank you. Joe Callero, happy head coach for the Cal Poly Mustangs as they improved to 7-4 in the Big West as they defeat Irvine 80-71. They shoot 53% in the second half to win it by 9 points. 13 assists, 7 turnovers in this basketball game for Cal Poly. Take our final break, come back, and we'll run down the rest of the numbers here on the Ticket. ESPN Radio 1280 Mustang Basketball presented by Rob O'Bennett.